but you must get it. However you get it, you got to get it. And then once you kind of get a grasp on your conversions, then start setting up the problems and doing the practice problems. And I'll go over tonight to show you how to set it up. And you got to practice it, because you can't just do it one time and like, oh, I get it. Like, it comes with seeing the problems, and because they're worded differently for different like teachers or ATI and HESI, they ask you the same thing but sometimes with different words. And a lot of people get intimidated by the words. So the more that you practice and you know how to weed out the fluff, that's what I call like the extra information that is there but it doesn't really help you solve the problem, then that's how you get it. Okie dokie, let's see here. I start in 2 weeks. Congratulations. I got my calculator. You did? Oh, don't you like it? Where my calculator at? Okay, I finally memorized my conversions. Awesome. Thank you. I need to start going on the lives more often. Well, I'm here. Repetition is key. I mean, 50 problems a day. Now, I don't do that many, but okay. Well, however you get it, however you get it. Do I tutor other courses? No, but I have some friends. I'm fighting my 2-year-old from, man, we're not going to talk about fighting in 2-year-olds because, Lord, just Jesus. That's all I can say. I just can call on his name today. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm the same way, but if I don't get it by 10, I'm clocking out. Okay, what kinds of med-surg questions would we see more of? Med-surg? Um, this not a med-surg live. It's dosage calc. But Kevin, the boot nurse, he does med-surg breakdown with questions. Nurse Glamber, she does breakdown with questions. Of course, I call her the Michael Jackson of nursing. Nurse D, Professor D with Nexus Nursing, and she has cahoots that you can join in. She does med-surg. Yeah, why I get confused so much if they don't test one just specific one? I don't know. I need a tutor for med surge. Oh, you probably can get on with Professor D. I think she says she's opening her books up. My friend Bree, Nurse Bree, she's in DMP school, so she was helping students with mid surge and other courses, but she is thick in it, trying to become Dr. Bree. So big shout out, big ups to her. All right, y'all. I'm going to start out with, I don't know. What should I start off with? Metric conversion? Let's do it. Yes, I will go over reconstitution. I do have a reconstitution problem. I kind of got a mix of everything in tonight. So, hey, to all who is coming in here tonight, good evening. Happy Work It Out Wednesday. I'm Nurse C, a Blood Star N. I'm a BSN RN. I've been a nurse for 14 years. I was a pharmacy technician. Then I was an LPN. Then I was an RN. So, yeah. Here we are tonight, okay? And I do use dimensional analysis. So if you want to learn how to use dimensional analysis, you can stay. If you want to see me use a different way, like ratio and proportion or desire over half, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But desired over half, just put it in the comment. But I really, really encourage you to do dimensional because you can use dimensional for every problem except for the ones that you have to have a formula for, which is like BSA or what's it called, pediatric fluid maintenance. Okay, let's get started. Do I have these lives recorded so we can look back at that? Yes. So the live is on TikTok and I am streaming to YouTube. So hey YouTube, my OBS is tripping and I cannot see the chat. So if you are YouTube, I'm sorry. I am sorry. So it is on YouTube. So once we get done studying tonight, I will cut the stream and then it will be available for your viewing pleasure. I've also got all of my other replays available. There are playlists with individualized problems broken down. So if you don't want to look at a whole session that we did, because sometimes we can get into it and we be on for a long time. If you're just looking for a specific problem on how I broke it down, then they're there as well. And my name on YouTube is the same as all of my social media, A Blessed RN. Okie dokie. I want to understand dimensional. Cool. Thank you, Manuel Medina. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get it. Let's do it. Let's start off. Let's get warmed up, okay? So 120 milliliters equals how many teaspoons? Okay. So what is our goal? That's the first thing that we're going to do when we read these questions. We're going to see what is the question asking me. Nothing more and nothing less. This is looking for teaspoons. So then I'm going to put what information or my conversions that I need to the side, okay? So I know that 1 teaspoon equals 5 ml. So I like to start every question that I'm looking for with what I'm looking for. So it's going to be the first, and it's going to be on the top, because everything else is going to line up and cross out, okay? So what I say about puzzle pieces is, this is your picture that's on the puzzle box. We want our equation to match what that is. So everything has got to go except for teaspoons. So we must write our units by our numbers. We're going to line up things on the top and on the bottom, and they're going to cross out. They have to be the same. You can't put a microgram on top of a milligram. A milligram must go on top of a milligram, and on so forth, etc. Okay, and then that's how we're going to get our puzzle piece to look how the box looks, right? And then we do the math. I don't like saying math because people come in and they're like, oh, I'm so scared of math, make it bigger, blah, blah, blah. No, we're solving puzzles, okay? So my first puzzle piece is going to be this. This is my only puzzle piece, really. So I'll do 1 teaspoon on the top and 5 mLs on the bottom. Okay, now I've got milliliters on the bottom, and then I'm going to put my milliliters from my problem, because that's the only thing I have left, right, on the top. And I'm going to put it over 1, because anything over 1 is going to be itself, right? So if I put myself over 1, it's going to be nurse C, right? So it's more likely a placeholder too, to show that it's going to go on that top number of that top line of numbers, because once we cross out our units, so you see our milliliters crossed out, the only thing that we're left with is teaspoons. So we're going to multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and then divide the top by the bottom. So this is going to be 120 divided by 5. I'm going to get my cute calculator, and that's going to be 24 teaspoons. Oh my God, you just started. Let me get my pencil. Yes, you made it. Yeah, yes, Victoria, it's dosage calc help. Oh my goodness. Everybody who's come in, let me know what program. You're welcome, be cool. Everybody who's coming in, let me know which program you're in. LPN, RN, BSN, associates, bridge, well, bachelors. What you doing? What you doing? Hey, Nurse Kevin, that's Nurse Kevin. You still here? I see you gave me some roses. Thank you so much. Simple always means wrong to me. No, this could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Don't do that. That's it. Once you have your goal and everything else is gone, then that's it. Stop and do the math. Okay? All right, so I've got a proctor dosage tomorrow, LPN. Okay, then, China, we're going to pray for you at the end that you be successful and pass your proctor. BSN, RN associate. Do I go over heparin drip? Brittany, I don't think I have one queued up, but I can put one on here. I was awake at 3 o'clock looking at this. Wow, I was asleep. You're welcome, China. All right, you guys. So let's do another one. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We've got fractions, right? Everybody loves fractions. I like fractions. Fractions are cool. All right, so boom. We have a mixed fraction. So that means we got a whole number and you got a fraction next to it, right? So we need to make this an improper fraction. So we're going to have like a big number on the top, and then we're going to keep that denominator the same. So in order to convert this to be a mixed fraction, we're going to take the whole number and multiply it by the denominator, and then we're going to add that to the numerator. think down denominator. So that's how I kind of keep up with it, denominator down. All right. So we'll do 4 times 3 equals 12, and then plus 1 from the top equals 13, and we'll put it over 3 because the denominator stays the same. Okay, so now our new cups, it is 13/3 cups, and we want to go to milliliters. So I need a couple of puzzle pieces on the side. So do you know the conversions that we need for this one? You're welcome, Janika, and congratulations on everybody who's starting, everybody who is going to the next semester. I pray the strength and the peace of God upon your lives and throughout your program, and we're going to get past this dosage. Come on. All right. So 1 cup is 240. Yep, we could use that one. Do we know how many ounces is a cup? Starting level 3, RN, ADN. Hey, that's what's up. Congratulations, Mr. David. All right. Right. So 1 ounce. Yeah. So, 1 cup is 8 ounces. Or you could say 1 cup is 240 mLs. So if you don't remember the exact milliliter that it is, but you know that it's 8 ounces, and I don't like how I wrote that. I was kind of doing it in a hurry. Okay, slow down. Almost hit a lady. Slow down, baby. All right, 1 cup is 8 ounces. Or 1 cup is 240 mLs. So I'll show you how to use both of them, okay? So if we are looking for milliliters and you knew that it was 240 milliliters, you put your 240 mLs on the top because we are looking for mLs, right? That's our goal. We want everything to cross out except for milliliters, right? So 240 milliliters is 1 cup. So what I mean by puzzle pieces are things that go together. Just like 1 day is 24 hours, 1 hour is 60 minutes. What else equals what else? 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. Things that equal each other, things that are married to each other, things that are in a relationship with each other. If it's by itself, it's living single, right? But these two go together. 240 milliliters will always equal 1 cup, okay? So you keep them together, all right? So we got cup at the bottom. So then I need my cups from here. So I'll do 13/3 cups. So my cups crosses out, and then I'm left with 240 mLs. So we'll do 240 times 13, which is going to be this long number. Then divided by 3, because 3 times 1 is 3. And that's going to be 1,040 milliliters. Come on, y'all. Y'all are doing these conversions. I'm ground zero, day 1, next Monday. Excited. So excited. Yes. What kind of specialties do y'all want to go into? Why is it 55.4? It's not 55.4. Why isn't it? Is that what you're asking me? Okay, so if you didn't know that 240 milliliters equals 1 cup, and you just knew this one, I'm going to show you how to do it this way too, okay? So if you have milliliters that you're looking for, but you don't have any milliliters, but you got an ounce right here, right? So I know that 30 mLs is 1 ounce. Then I know that I have 8 ounces in 1 cup. And this is in the way. Boom. Then I have my 13/3 cups. So ounces cross out, cups crosses out, and you're left with milliliter. And so then you can do the math the same way. So 30 times 8 times 13 divided by 3. And it still gives you the same. All right. Does this make sense? Is it making sense? Wait, ED, ER, NICU, L&D. Okay. I don't know. Just want my degree first so you can decide. Now, neat, you must have some kind of aspiration or vision or dream. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetics or derm. Okay. ICU, cardiology, forensics. Hey. Okay. All right. So this is the warm up. Y'all ready to get into some stuff? I'm ready. Let's do it. Hey. Okay. So just a little bit more hotter. We're going to go into an oral dose. So drug S, okay? 0.5 milligrams by mouth daily. Drug S, 250 micrograms scored tablets are available. How many tablets will you administer? Okay, so you guys, if there is ever a question, because sometimes they can be really detailed or sometimes they can be really vague. This one is just simply asking for tablets. If it doesn't tell you per day, per dose, per minute, per hour, what is this? Dosage calc. Calculate for a dose, okay? So we're looking for tablets, right? So what are my puzzle pieces? I know I have 0.5 milligrams that's ordered. And then I have 250 micrograms is in one tablet. Okay? You see how I'm putting things together. When it's in micrograms or milligrams, which one do you convert, the order or what's available? I'm about to show you. All right. So what do we start with? We start with what we're looking for. You start with what you're looking for. You ain't got to go find it, okay? I'm from Alabama. I'm a little country at times. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right. One tablet is 250 micrograms, okay? Boom. So now we've got micrograms at the bottom. We need micrograms at the top, right? We don't have another puzzle piece with micrograms in it, but we have one with milligrams. You can't put a milligram on top of a microgram, so this is where your conversion comes in. So I'll put my microgram on the top and my milligram on the bottom. So we know that 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Microgram crosses out, and now I've got milligrams on the bottom. They have to go too because they're not part of the goal. I need everything gone except for tablets. So I can now use this puzzle piece. 0.5 milligrams, and it's by itself. It's living single, Khadijah, Regine, Maxine, Sinclair before she married Overton. Boom. Everything has crossed out on the top and on the bottom except for a tablet, and that's it. Now we can do the math. So I'll show you a little trick that I do too, because my philosophy is the less steps you take, the less mistakes you make. That's why I don't go pre-converting before I put everything into my equation. The math is gonna math. It's going to take care of it. Just make sure your units line up. If you don't, if you go about changing like the weight, if you have like pounds and you need kilograms, sometimes you don't round right, or you cut the numbers off, because if you cut too many digits off after the decimal, it can greatly affect your answer, right? And if you've been on ATI or HESI, you know that if you don't have the right number that they want, is going to count it wrong, and I don't want that to happen to you. So basically I'm going to just keep everything the same and let the math it out at the end. So what I'll do is I'll put all my numbers in at the top, and I'll put them in with multiplication in between. So 1 times 1,000 times 0.5, and then I don't hit equal, I hit divide, because all my numbers are going to go in the all my numbers are going to go in on the bottom, and I'm going to hit divide in between those. So 250 divided by 1 divided by 1. And I don't really put the ones in, but I just want to show you. You see that? I got the answer, and I never did write it down. I just kept it in the calculator. Hence the calculator trick. Yeah. So I got 2 tablets, and we're going to make sure that we label after we write our numbers, okay? All right. Everybody good? We still here? Is it moving and grooving? Let me know. It's okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Letitia. Oh, okay. Not for me, just for me. Y'all remember that? Getting them perms back in the day? Well, I'm going to show you. We're going to keep on doing it. Don't give up on me yet. You're welcome, David. I got so lost. Oh, that's fine. Demure. Okay? Yes. I just attend the lives constantly. I want to cry when I sing this, but I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to take It's gonna take a little bit. My whole class needs you teaching us. Thank you for this live. Well, tell them, baby. Tell them. You can tell everybody. All right. So the weight base. This is my favorite type, right? So this is going to use the patient's weight to calculate the dose that we need. All right. So this looks long. It looks complicated, but we're going to break it down. We're going to solve this puzzle. The medication order reads drug E, 15 milligrams per kilogram per dose by mouth, which is PO, every 8 hours. The child weighs 47 kgs. Drug E is available in the concentration of 250 mg per 5 ml. How many milliliters of the drug will you administer to this child? Okay, so remember, if it don't ask you day, hour, whatever, we're going to do dose, all right? I needed to see this. I start pharmacology in 2 weeks and you're so scared. Gorgeous brown tea. You got to go out to class and come back in because you said the S word. The fear word, the S word, the afraid word. No fear. Love, power, and a sound mind and puzzles right now, okay? Wish you were my instructor. We have to go to YouTube to learn so much. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy, right? So what are we looking for? What is this question asking me? It's asking me to find milliliter. Boom, right? So goal, milliliter. I wish I could see my YouTube chat. Oh, it's eerie. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm good. Yes, faith over fear. And they can't live together. They cannot cohabitate. You got to pick one. Just like one way to do dose calculate, pick either dimensional analysis, ratio proportion, or got to pick one. Just like one way to do dose calculate, pick either dimensional over here on YouTube. Oh, I didn't. It said that. Okay, here we go. I was not connected, so I just stopped. All right, boom. Okay. So let me connect this back now. But it says no private tutoring available. That's not true. I just don't have my books open because I'm a whole nurse entrepreneur or nursepreneur, whatever you want to call me. I'm not even doing nursing right now. You see this? This is me. This is why I'm about to snatch out my bust down. But love it. But I don't have a set schedule. So if you will send me a message, and sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back to you, but we will come up with a date and a time and we can study together like that. You just can't book through the site. But once you talk to me, I will send you the link and then we will study via Zoom. All right. I passed my back to school dosage count today. Oh, shucks. I'm looking for something. Hold on. I'm looking for it. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Where is it? I can't see. Hold on. There you go. Hey, congratulations. Can you see now? Can everybody see? Where's the clapping? Yay. All right. Congratulations. I love it. Okay. Oh, and then there was a balloon that came up. Oh, shucks. All right. So PPP, patient, prescription, and your product. Okay. All right. So the patient's weight is 47 kilograms. And it's okay to write down your information to the side like I'm doing my puzzle pieces. So, because if you have something long like a paragraph like this, it looks intimidating and it's a lot of information, right? Okay, so if you know what you're going to have to work with and place in your equation, it makes it a little bit easier. It's just a suggestion. You don't have to do anything that I say to do. But, I mean, you're here for a reason, though. Okay, anywho, and then you see we got people passing, right? Okay, all right. So, boom, the prescription. This is the prescription right here. All right, so that means that is how many milligrams per kilogram that you would give in a dose. All right. So now, this part is called a frequency. Okay. Frequency is how often you give a dose in a day. Is this asking for how many milliliters per day you're going to give? No. So in this case, it's fluff. Okay. So that's every 8 hours. So if you got day in your, in this part, and it asks you for dose, then you will use the frequency because you need to know that every 8 hours. So if you do 24 divided by 8, that would be 3 doses in one day. So you would have to divide the amount by 3, right? And it's going to take care of it inside of your problem. I think I got another one that has like day versus dose. So hopefully I can show it to you tonight. Okay. So then what do we have? 15 mg per kg per dose. And 250 mgs per 5 milliliter. All right, boom. What do we start with? We start with what we're looking for. Okay, so this puzzle piece right here, 5 milliliters over 250 milligrams. Remember, in real life, you empty out the puzzle pieces, they fall on the floor. Do you not use it because it's not in the right position? No, you flip it to how you need to do it, right? So with any of these, if you need a number to go on the top and it's on the bottom, flip it. It's the same puzzle piece. It's just in a different position. All right. So boom. And just like in real life, you only use a puzzle piece once. You don't use it twice and you don't cut it to make it fit. So it stays together. All right. So now we've got milligram at the bottom. I'm going to use this because I have my milligrams in there. So 15 milligrams per kilogram per dose. All right. Milligrams crosses out. And now I've got kilogram left, right? So I'll put my 47 kgs. Remember, is living single. It's by itself. So I'll put it over 1. Kgs crosses out. And so now we have how many milliliters you would give in a dose. Okay. So if we multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So I'm going to do the calculator trick. So 5 times 15 times 47 divided by 250. And I got 14.1. So this tells me that I have to round to the nearest whole number. What is my answer if I round to the nearest whole number? Because a lot of y'all would do this and you're proud and you pat yourself on the back. But then what happens? You don't round and then you get the question wrong. And I don't want you to get the question wrong. We got to round, right? So when we round, so everything to the decimal is going to be, to the left of the decimal is going to be your whole number. So we go 1 decimal place to the right. If that number is 4 or below, it's a no-go. If it's 5 or more, you raise the score. So then our answer would be 14 milliliters per dose or 14 milliliters, okay? Yay. And these are my favorite. I love doing these. All right, let's do some IV infusion. Order. Infuse 500 mLs of normal saline. You starting to get it? Good. Y'all still hanging on? We got 3.3K likes. That don't say y'all getting it. Like it. Yes. Thank you. No, I appreciate y'all as you support me and I support you. It's awesome. Infuse 500 milliliters of normal saline over 45 minutes. What will the nurse set the IV pump to administer the bolus fluid dose? Okay. So when you see pump, that is like your clue for milliliter per hour. You can give an IV 2 ways. You give it in the pump or you can give it via gravity. Gravity problems will have your drop factor in there because there's a calibration on how big the drops are, because they can be 15 drops, 20 drops, 10 drops, 60 drops, which is your micro drip. It tells you how many drips you would give, that would give you a milliliter. So you would have to count the drips, you know, but this one is going in a pump, an IV pump. So we're going to be looking for volume over time, milliliter per hour. Okay, how much volume, how much IV fluid or medicine needs to go in the patient, and how long we want it to go in. So you remember how the last question we had a frequency in there? Don't let that frequency trip you up, because we don't want to know how many times a day that they're going to get this IV therapy. We want to know how long it takes to infuse. So when it says over or infuse in, that is the time that you will be looking for. Okay, and you only get better at this by doing practice problems. All right, at least people can tap the screen and give you some hearts since you're teaching us for free. Thank you, Miko. All right, so boom, we've got 500 mLs. That's our volume over 45 minutes. Okay, so I've got my milliliter at the top already, but I need hours at the bottom. Okay, so in order to fix that, what am I going to do? I'm going to put minutes at the top and hours at the bottom. So there are 60 minutes in an hour. Your minutes crosses out, and now you have milliliter per hour. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my calculator and do the math. 500 times 60 divided by 45, and that's going to be all of these sixes, right? Repeating. So if we rounded this to the nearest whole number, what would our answer be? Oh my goodness, y'all. Thank you for the gifts. I just looked up at the top and it's like gifts. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Not required, but greatly appreciate it. So yes, our answer would be 667 milliliters per hour. Okay, and we're going to do it the same way for every single problem using dimensional analysis. So that was what? Conversions, weight-based, and IVs, and we did it the same way. Okay, so you see what we're doing? You picking up the trend, right? So IV infusion time. Yes, pump is milliliter per hour. So an IV solution of 250 mLs at a drip rate of 25 drops per minute using a tubing factor of 10 drops mLs has been ordered to be started at 8:15. Calculate the infusion time. So infusion time is how long is this going to take us to get this medicine into our patient, right? So what's our unit of measure for time? We're going to be looking for hours. And I'm telling you this, it's not going to be hours and minutes, because when we look for how many hours, it's going to give us a whole number, and it might give us, you know, some decimals behind it. The whole number part of that is going to be the hours, and the numbers that are behind the decimal are going to be your minutes. And I'll show you how to find it if this one has it. Okay. So what are we looking for? Hours. Y'all like doing puzzles? If you like doing puzzles, put a 1 in the chat. All right. So boom. What are our pieces? We have 250 mLs. Okay. That's chilling by itself, right? So then we've got 25 drops per minute. That's how fast it's going. And then the tubing has a drop factor of 10 drops per ml. Okay. And then it starts at 8:15 in the morning. All right. Boom. So, what are we starting with if we're looking for hour? My mama said, your YouTube messing up. Now it's back on. Thank you. Mamas be supporting. Thank you, mama. All right. So, if we're looking for hour, we start with hour because we want hour at the top, right? We don't have any puzzle pieces with hours in it, but we have puzzle pieces with minute, right? So I'm going to do 1 hour is 60 minutes. I start with what I'm looking for so I don't forget it and I won't have to go find it. So now I've got minutes right here. So I need minutes to go at the top. So I'll use this puzzle piece. I'm going to flip it. So my minutes are at the top and it's going to be 25 drops at the bottom. Minutes cross out. Cross out your units as you go along, and don't forget to write your unit of measure by these numbers. The units are the sauce. That's how you get to set up the problem to know what to multiply and what to divide, okay? So now I've got drops on the bottom. I need drops on the top. 10 drops per milliliter. Drops crosses out, and then left is my milliliters. So I'll put my 250 mLs over 1. My milliliters cross out, and the only thing is left is that time, okay? What indication that it's hours? Because it said calculate the infusion time. So if we are looking for time, then we need hours. If you get a whole number, that's going to be your hours. If you get a whole number with decimal, that whole number part of it is going to be your hours, and the numbers behind the decimal are going to be the minutes. And you would take your numbers behind the decimal and multiply it by 60, and that would be your minutes. So just like if you got 2.5 hours, so you know you have 2 hours and you do 0.5 times 60, that's going to be 30. So it would be 2 hours and 30 minutes. You picking up what I'm dropping? Hey, love it. Love it, love it, love it. What'd y'all get? I got 1.66 hours, right? So 1.6 repeating. So this part is the hour part. This part is the minute part, okay? So I'm going to take 0.66, multiply it by 60. And I just take the hundreds place and the tenths place. If it's big enough to be rounded, you'll see. So like this one is 0.6. So I'm just going to round that to 40 minutes. So it takes 1 hour and 40 minutes for this to infuse. So what if they ask you to find what time this would be done at? So if you know that you start this IV at 08:15 and you add 1 hour and 40 minutes to it, this is, I lost my one. Boom. So 15. So this is going to be your minute side. This is going to be the hour side. That'll be what, 55 and 9. So the end time would be 09:55, which would be 9:55 in the morning. What happened after you got 1.6? So after I got 1.6 repeating, because that's what the little line above it is, I took that 0.66 and I multiply it times 60, because I want to know how many hours I have and how many minutes I have, okay? And then I just showed you how to add the times together to get exactly what time that it would end. Okie dokie. How y'all like it? One, sorry, meant for the tag. Okay. Hey, I like it. Okay. I think I'm ready for the test. Come on now. Please, how do you add the time? Let's see. So, erase that too. So adding the time. So the start time is 08:15, right? So that's the start. And we have 1 hour and 40 minutes. So this part is going to be your minutes that you add. This part is going to be the hours that you have. So you add your minutes together. So 15 plus 40 is 55. And then you add 08 and 1. And that's going to be 9. So 9:55 is your end time. I'm sorry I got in late. I'm confused, but I still follow. What part did y'all get confused on? I need to practice, but your teaching is amazing and very understanding. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet, so kind. Big pardon me, Panini. Why did you convert 0.66? Because that is the minutes. Do you know how much 0.66 minutes is? Me either. So that's why we do 0.66 multiplied by 60. And that's going to give you your minutes in real time. How would you even know to do 0.66 times 60, Sam? Because everything is based off of like the percentages, like in 100, right? So if you have decimals, if you got 0.5, that's what, 50 over 100, right? That's how you figure out, or you convert to a decimal. So there are 60 minutes in an hour. So if you had 30 over 60, that's going to be half an hour. So it's the same kind of concept. You take your decimal, which is based on the whole number. So the whole of 60, because you have 60 minutes for one whole hour, and you multiply it times the decimal part, and it's going to give you the minutes. So just like if you had 2 hours and 2.5 hours, you have 2 hours, and that 0.5 multiplied by 60 is going to be 30. So it'll be 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to get it soon. I just got in class. I'm still, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll be back on Sunday. And look, and then you can watch the replay. You can watch the replays from previous sessions. I've got other problems broken down like this. So you'll get it. Boom. Safe dose question. Ooh, buddy. Everybody loves these. You're welcome, Lisa. So the answer to this question would be 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Correcto mundo. They long. Yes, they are long. I'm trying to make sure I didn't read past anybody's comments. Y'all, it's hard to kind of look at this screen because like it's big screen. It's got dosage calc right here, and I'm trying to do calculations and keep up with what you're saying, and sometimes it goes fast. So if I don't see your comment or your question and you want to ask, just type it in again, and please, it's a head thing, not a heart thing. No math here. Yeah, no math. I think everybody's question I answered. All right, so this right here, baby, is dosage safe dose range. So you'll see this with your pediatric dose population, right? So what we are going to do, we are no longer nurses. Okay? Don't do that, Mimi. We are no longer nurses. We are detectives. We are trying to see if what is ordered fits into the safe zone. Okay? So we're going to first see what is safe. And that's given by the safe dose range. That's going to be your green zone is going to be the safe part. The red zone is going to be anything that's outside of it. So if it's lower or more, then it's not safe. And then we're going to take our dose, what's ordered, and put it to where it falls. If it's in the green part, then hey, it's safe. If it's less than or if it's more, then it's not safe. Okay. I start dosage calc in a few days. What can I do to prepare? Conversions. Learn your conversions. Get them good. And then follow along tonight. It better be 1.6 for the first one. Okay, so what we have is drug D. 40.5 milligrams is one dose, okay? By mouth twice a day. The child weighs 25 pounds. Safe dose is 2.5 to 5.5 milligrams per kilogram per day, divided into doses every 12 hours. So it's available in the concentration of 25 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters will you give per dose? And you round it to the 10th. And also, is this ordered dose safe to give? So you know what? Before I pull it up, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if it's safe, all right? So this is what we'll use. We'll use 2.5 is the least that you can give. 5.5 is the most, okay? So I am trying to see, is the ordered dose safe, all right? So I'm going to see how many milligrams per dose is going to be safe. So look, it gave us 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per day. We need dose at the bottom. It already has day at the bottom, right? So this is one that you're going to have to consult the frequency. Remember we said frequency was how many times you give a dose in a day. So it goes on to say divide it into even doses every 12 hours. So if you do 24 divided by 12, you get 2. So in one day, there are 2 doses. You picking up what I'm dropping? All right. So our patient's weight is 25 pounds. I'll do my conversion. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds times my 25 pounds over 1. Kilograms crosses out. Pounds crosses out. And now I need 1 day. And I give 2 doses in that day. So days crosses out, and what do I have? Milligram at the top and dose at the bottom. That matches the goal, okay? Boom. So now what we'll do is 2.5 times 25 divided by 2.2 divided by 2. And that is going to be 14.204 such, okay? So that's milligrams per dose. So that is the least amount that they can get, okay? So then the most is going to be the same way. So we'll use 5.5. So 5.5 milligrams per kilogram per day times 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds. Kilograms crosses out. And now I've got pounds. So I'll do 25 pounds over 1. Day crossed out. And then I got day at the bottom. So 1 day, I give 2 doses in. Okay? Boom, boom. All right? 5.5 times 25 divided by 2.2 divided by 2. It's going to be 31.25 milligrams per dose. Okay? Leslie. Yeah, you got that part. I don't know how to say your name. Jasia. I don't know. I'm sorry. What part do I need to repeat? Okay. Oh, you do 2.5 for one equation and then 5.5 for the other. Yes, that's how you find the 2 limits. So you got a range, right? So you got a lower limit and you have an upper limit. So you got to do it separately, right? So this is the least that they can have and this is the most that they can have. So let's see. We've got 14.2 to 31. You know what? I'm trying to write on the edge of my desk and it's not clicking. All right, sorry. 14.2 through 31.25. So this is the safe zone. That's the green part. So if it's less than that or if it's more than that, then it's going to be red, not safe. So now we can go back, okay? And we look at the dose that's ordered. This is the dose that's ordered. So 40.5 milligrams is 1 dose by mouth that you would give twice a day, because that's what BID is, right? So if you have the least that you can give is 14.2 and the most that you can give is 31.25, 40.5 is outside of that safe zone, right? So this would be unsafe. It's not safe. What they say, go find something safe to do. This ain't it. Wanting to do nursing, but dosage count looks confusing. Well, stay here for a little bit. Stay here. You were, okay, let me go back up. Let's see. It's clicking. Okay, not safe to miss. Leslie, you so fast. Go ahead, girl. I read it wrong, but did this part. Okay. And Chef Ash is back. You got lost. What part did you get lost at? I think not Monday. Don't look at me Monday. Sunday, I think I'm going to do another pediatric night. Y'all think that's cool? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do a peds night on Sunday night. I think I done mastered this. Go ahead, my. Want to do okay, you were converting the 12 hours. You lost me on that part. Okay, so because this right here is the amount that they can get per day. You can't give it all at one time. So that's why they said it's divided into even doses every 12 hours. So how many hours are there in a day? 24 hours. If you're giving it every 12, that would be 24 divided by 12. So that would mean in one day you give 2 doses. So just like if it was every 8 hours, 24 divided by 8 would be 3 doses in one day. If it was Q6 every 6 hours, 24 divided by 6, 4 doses in a day. Q4, it would be 6 doses in a day. Is it kind of making sense a little bit? So long, one little mistake and everything is wrong. Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be long. It looks longer than what it is, but it's like you find the bottom, you find the top, then you find what's safe, and boom, you stick the ordered dose in there. Is it safe or is it not safe? Why did we do 2.2 pounds? Because our patient's weight is in pounds. The safe dose range requires milligrams per kilogram per day. So that's why we put 2.2 pounds, because our patient's weight is in pounds, and that would be the conversion. I'm a jump for joy. I want you to jump. Jump good. Yeah. All right. Unsave. Do we not find the milliliters? So this is asking us, part of this is asking us to find out how many milliliters we would give per dose. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. But for if you were finding out if the ordered dose was safe for the safe dose range part, no, you look for how many milligrams you would give, because you're given an ordered dose, which is milligrams, and you've got a safe dose range, which is going to be how many milligrams per day you would give. So you're looking for your milligrams. Okay. And then once you find out if it's safe or not, because if it wasn't safe, you're going to do what? You're going to call the doctor. You're like, hey, this is too much. This is going to kill their kidney. It's going to kill the liver, or however it's metabolized, right? So can you go back up on the second part? Star, I don't know what the second part is. So hopefully what I've just said covers it. If not, ask your question again. Yeah. Um, mm-mm-mm. Y'all are here. I just shut up. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Okay. All right. All right. They try to hold us down. You can't hold us down. Okay. Boom. So what was I saying? 14.2 to 31.25. That is the safe zone, because that's what we figured out. So if your order dose is less than or more than these two numbers, then it's not safe. We had one dose, which was 40.5. And that was more than 31.25. So that's why it's right here. It's not in the safe zone. So it's unsafe. Not safe. Is unsafe a word? Unsafe, right? Sometimes I have to think about it. But yes. I didn't hear the part about safe or not. Okay, I think I just said that. Okay. All right, so boom. I'm going to do the milliliter part. Okay. I love how you're breaking this down. Cool. I'm glad you understand it. How many milliliters will you give per dose? Okay. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I see all the ones. So I think we'll do a peach night Sunday. So tell everybody. Okay. Is there a typo with how many milliliters? We gonna address these milliliters, y'all. We're gonna address these milliliters. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how to find out how many milliliters. Because these milliliters be needing some love, child. All right, so boom. It says how many milliliters per dose will you give? So our goal, we wouldn't give this because this is too much, but I'm going to do the calculations for you, okay? Milliliters on the top and dose on the bottom, because it said milliliter per dose. So milliliter over dose, okay? So what is our order dose? 40.5 milligrams. That's one dose. Okay. because it's one dose by mouth twice a day. So when you have an order, you have the drug, you have the strength of that drug for one dose, the route, and then how many times you give a dose in a day. And then you might also have the duration. So this might say drug D 40.5 milligrams POBID times 5 days. Okay, that would be a really complete dose. Okay, I mean order, sorry, not a complete dose. So anytime you see it's ordered like that, if it doesn't say per minute, per hour, per day, that is per dose. So this is one dose is 40.5 milligrams. Okay, and then what's available is 25 milligrams per milliliter. I feel like I'm yelling at y'all. I get excited. I'm not yelling at mine. All right, so boom, we're looking for milliliter. So I'm gonna flip it because I start with what I'm looking for, and I've got 25 milligrams at the bottom. So I've used this one. Now I can use this one. So 40.5 milligrams over one dose. Milligrams crosses out. Now I have milliliter per dose, and that's that. That's the easy part. I think that's why y'all wanted me to do it so badly, because that was the easy part that you knew how to do. Is that right? But all of it can be okie dokie, hokey pokey. And then it tells us to round to the nearest tenth. So our answer would be 1.6, because this is the tenths place. We go one decimal place over. It's 4 or below. So it's a no-go. So 1.6 milliliters per dose. Okay. Let me check my messages, because y'all been chit-chatting away over here. I wish there was a better way. I could see like the messages as they pop up and do this. More pediatric. How long do I stay on for? I do about 10-15 questions, but you know, we get through it. Yes, I knew it was something wrong. Still here. You take 40 milligrams. And the concentration. So yes. Are they asking, is it safe to give 40.5 milligrams twice a day? Yes, that is what you're asking. So basically, you get a doctor's order and you have what the drug company says is safe to give. And you take based on the patient's weight and what the drug company says to give, or the established evidence-based practice, right? You're going to hear that a lot in school, evidence-based practice. What's established that is safe and what's not safe. And so you use that, and then you take what's ordered and say, okay, it's safe if it's in the safe zone. If it's not safe, it's in the red zone. Okay. Can we do IV drop calculations? I think I got some more. So ordering the 40.5 would be unsafe. Yes, Gabby, you got it. It's like you take an exam in class and you zone out. Then when you're done, you turn it in. It clicks. Okay. I just got accepted into the ADN to start Monday. Dosage just scared me. See, you said the S word. Cheyenne, you got to go out and come back in. And don't you be agreeing, Melissa. No fear. Faith over fear. And we're going to study with Nursey and we're going to get it. We're going to do puzzles. Okay. So do we do math in the hospital? Yes, Lisa. Especially in these days and times when these hospital systems got hacked, because we sure did get hacked and it was not fun. And I worked in med-surg ortho, so the most that I would have had to done on my unit would be heparin to double check it. Or like the Pyxis, they usually give you how many tablets, but if you can't, do the math, then you would have to override. And I guess it's 1 or 2, because you don't have the little kit to scan it. And, sometimes when you kit, it was like, oh, this too many, or it's not enough. So, yeah, it's an actual thing. It's an actual thing. I'm feeling better. I just need to get back on these. Okay. Nikki, how you doing? I'm not a professor. Okay, so a patient is receiving drug D, IV, 12.5 milliliters per hour. Patient weighs 82 kilograms. You're supplied with drug D, 250 mgs and 250 ml of normal saline. How many mics per kilogram per minute is the patient receiving? Now, this is going to be where your puzzle putting together skills come in great, great handy. So by a show of a 1, if you think that you can solve this problem by looking at it, press 1. Put in 1 in the chat. If you're not sure, place a 2. And we're going to do it the same way that we've been doing it all night. And this is a no judgment zone. I want you to get it wrong with me and right on the test. We're not going to shame you. We don't tolerate that here, right? Half and half. Some people put a 1.5. So I see some 1s, I see some 2s, okay? You can be cool. All right. So what is our goal? That's the first thing, right? Good laws. Yeah. We all trying to be nurses here, right? Boom. So goal. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute? So it's got those 3 people that's in that they're poly, right? They're in their poly. They stay together. We know that one of them's gonna go on the top and 2 of them's gonna go on the bottom. All right. So boom, microgram per kilogram per minute. So we want our equation to look like micrograms on the top and nothing else is there. Kilogram and minute on the bottom and nothing else is there. They don't have to be in that order. They just have to be on the top or on the bottom. Okay. So our puzzle pieces are the things that go together, the things that, what they say, they go together real bad. So this is your rate, right? So 12.5 milliliters per hour. Then you got the patient's weight, which is 82 kilograms. It's single, right? And then we got the medicine, which is 250 mgs per 250 ml. Okay? So that's all the puzzle pieces we have. We need micrograms on the top, and that's what we're looking for. Do we have a puzzle piece with micrograms in it? But we got a puzzle piece with milligram in it, and we know that 1,000 micrograms equals 1 milligram. So yes, you can start with a conversion. You can start whatever you want to, but I'm going to start every single time. You see, I've done this the same way. I've been very consistent all night, right? I start with what I'm looking for, so I don't have to go and find it. I line up my units, cross them out, and then do the math. And you can do it with almost all of your dosage calc. We have not used one formula because I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm a whole boss. So I got stuff going on. I'm a mama. I'm a wife. I can't remember any formulas. And I know y'all got stuff going on besides school. You know, save that hard drive space for ABGs and your abnormals and your vitals and your patho and all that. We're going to just solve puzzles. So boom, 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Now I've got this puzzle piece with my milligram in it. 250 milligrams over 250 mLs. Milligrams crosses out. Write your units by your numbers and you cross them out as you go. Pay attention to your goal. And that's how you know when to stop. Okay. So milliliters at the bottom, I use this one. So my milliliters need to go at the top. Over hour. Boom. So what do I have left at the bottom? I got hour. I know I need minute. So boom, another conversion. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So I got another part of the goal. And then my last puzzle piece that I need is kilograms. And I already got kilograms. I don't even have to convert it, right? So am I going to put it on the top or am I going to put it at the bottom? Well, my goal says it needs to go at the bottom. So I'm going to stick it right here. And I normally put it at the top, right? And then put a 1 at the bottom. But since I need it to go at the bottom because that's what my goal is, pay attention to the goal. Nothing more, nothing less. Only give it what it's asking for. No Anita Baker. Don't give it the best that you got. Give it what it's asking for. Okay? And that's it. And now you can do the math. So all my 2s. Did you follow along with what we just did? Did it make sense as we went along with it? All the 1s. Did you maintain your confidence and get to the end, right? Yeah? Okay. Yes. Love it. All right. So I'm going to do the calculator trick, and you'll see as you put your numbers in and it gets like real big, and then you start doing the divide, it gets small again. Okay. So don't freak out because you're like, oh, I did it wrong. Only when you hold my hand. Well, I'll hold your hand on Wednesdays and Sundays, and then I'll let you fly, little birdie. I was lost with the 250 ml on the bottom. Well, this one right here, you had milligrams at the bottom, so you need milligrams at the top. So you just kept that puzzle piece like it is. You didn't have to flip it this time. So that's why I said you can flip it to however you need it to fit. What goes on the bottom has to go on the top, and you cross it out. That's the name of the game. Canceling out all of your units except for what that picture is on the puzzle box. My favorite puzzle when I was growing up was Beauty and the Beast. So I'm trying to get Gaston right there. Can you explain why you put 12.5 at the top and not the hour at the top? So 12.5. So I had milliliter at the bottom. I needed milliliter to go at the top. So it'll cross out. Do y'all understand what I mean when I'm saying cross out? We want the units gone. Because at the end, we're just going to do the math, right? And the math is going to math. We want the units gone. But in order to see how to do the math, we have to set it up using the units. Okay? I know sometimes you have to say it in a different way so that it'll click. And that light bulb pops on and you're just like, oh. All right, so 1,000 times 250 times 12.5 divide 250 divide 60 divide 82. I got 2.54. Is that what y'all got? Giving you the best that I got. Hey, come on, Rose. I see your answer up there. Be cool. Keisha Journey. I like how you put that RN in there. Yes. How cute. All right. What y'all saying? To be honest, I got nothing. Chef. What are you cooking? Nothing. If you got lost, put a 1 in the chat. We can do it again. We can retrace the steps. Because if I showed you the other way, you're going to want to say, oh. Because a lot of people are like, well, I just do desire. Well, how do you get that? Can you redo it? I got a little bit lost. You have not because you asked not. Y'all better speak up. Say something. And somebody asked me earlier, do I do private tutoring? I think I answered it. So, yes, I do. But you just have to message me and give me a little bit. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't you wait till the last minute. All right. So let's start over. All right. So what are we looking for? We are looking for micrograms per kilogram per minute. So we want microgram to be on the top, kilogram and minute to be on the bottom. Just like when we have our weight-based problems and it gives you microgram per kilogram per minute and we set it up like this where it's like a little pyramid. 1 is on the top and 2 is on the bottom. We want everything to cross out except micrograms at the top, kilogram and minute at the bottom. So my puzzle pieces are, I've got an IV drug that's going at 12.5 milliliters per hour. They go together, they stay together. 12.5 is married to hour. I don't know who is the husband, who is the wife, but it don't matter. 82 kilograms is the patient's weight. It's just by itself. It's just hanging out. It's not in relation to anything. It's just by itself. So it's on a puzzle piece all by itself. Then we've got the medicine as 250 milligrams per 250 milliliters. So that's what you call a drug concentration. How many floaty medicine parts are in your diluent. And so this part right here is just telling you the diluent. That's the type of fluid that it's in. And it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, right? So now we've got puzzle pieces and we've got our picture that's on the box. We want micrograms at the top and we want kilograms and minutes at the bottom, okay? So if I'm starting with what I'm looking for, I want micrograms. I don't have a puzzle piece with micrograms. I have a puzzle piece with milligrams in it. So I know that I can do a conversion. I know that 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Do you concur? I concur. So now, because I have milligrams at the bottom and it's not part of my goal, I already got my micrograms right there, right? I need kilograms and minutes, so everything else got to cross out. So I need milligrams to go on the top. So that's when I'll use this piece. So I'll do 250 mgs over 250 ml. So that crosses out because what's on the top cancels out with what's on the bottom. Now I've got milliliters on the bottom. I've got a puzzle piece with milliliters in it. So a puzzle piece stays together, right? So we'll do 12.5 milliliters per hour. Milliliters is gone. And now I've got hour on the bottom. I need minute. So then I'm going to put my hour at the top so that it crosses out, and minutes at the bottom. So I know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Hour is now gone. And now I've got another part of my goal. The last part of my goal is kilograms. So I have kilograms just hanging out chilling, right? And because I have to have it match exactly what my goal says, because that's what it's asking me to find, I'm going to do 82 kilograms at the bottom and 1 at the top. Now I've got micrograms on the top, kilograms, and minutes at the bottom. And now you can do the math. Does that make sense? Nasha Makeup Artist 2X says, got it. Love it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. That was hard because you are timed. Oh my God, I got it. What do you mean I'm timed? Where did you, 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. I didn't have a puzzle piece that had micrograms in it, and that's one of the rules. I always start with what I'm looking for. It makes it easier. People say, do you have to start with what you look? Can I start with what's order? Or can I start with what's happening? You can do whatever you want to do. Just stay your ethnicity and pass on. But it's honestly, it sets the rest of the equation up so that boom, stuff is at the bottom, line up next. Boom, it's at the bottom, line it up next. Okay? You are heaven sent. Seriously, thank you. You're welcome. I always run out of time in school. So what helps with that is doing these problems, practicing. You can go on my website. Even if you're not booking a tutoring session, I'm trying to build it more. So give me a little bit of time. So, but I've got resources. Go right there. You got your cheat sheets with some conversions on there. You've got some practice questions on there. And you have gotten how to do this step by step, the same way I'm doing it for all different types of problems. So if you want to say, okay, I need to know how to do this and what's the goal and puzzle pieces and lining up and crossing it out, it's something you can print out and it's free. People are like, oh, don't trust the free stuff. This, and this. Look, I want you to win. I want you to win. I want you to win. So let's do it. Okay? Somebody say, yeah. Okay. Boom. What we got? IV infusion. She said, don't you start. Do you also, yes, Green Lean, I do have a YouTube channel and it is a Blessed RN. If you haven't gone to it, subscribe, like, share, tell your cohort, tell your grandma, Do all of that. Tell your auntie. All of them. So multiply. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. I didn't see this, but yes, you multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, divide the top by the bottom, or you can do the calculator trick, which you put in all of your numbers across the top with multiply, and you put all your numbers in on the bottom, and you put divide in between. Microgram, but still got it right. Oops, thanks y'all. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. I always start with what's given. You start whatever you want to. I start what I'm looking for. Can I show the website again? Yeah, I sure will. Hold on. Come on, mouse. Boom, there you go. So these are pediatric doses. What I just did was like a critical care drip. Like you might have it said give vasopressin or dobutamine or something like that per kilogram. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute? That's what you'll usually see those type of problems with, like your critical care unit. You sure are blessed, and you bless us too. God is awesome. He knows what to do. He knows what he's doing. I'm telling you. Looking at the conversion sheet while doing the problems is what helped me better understand. Good. And the more that you do it, the more you're like, oh, that's this, however much is this. This is however much is this. You know what I'm saying? So, once you get strong in those conversions, and I mean, you need it for even if you do like desired over half. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with desired over half. If you're good at math, because honestly, moment of clarity, I hate it this way. I did not do it this way in school. Some 14 years ago. I did not. I hated it. I didn't understand. I'm like, why do you put a 1 here? What goes on the top? What goes on the bottom? How you know what comes next? What do you start with? It didn't make sense. But once I figured it out, because I didn't even like it in chemistry, and I took AP chemistry in high school, and still had to take it in college, because I was like, what the heck is this? Right? So I get it. She is me. I did not like this, but now in my wisdom and knowledge, this is going to be the easiest way for most people, because you do it the same way. We've done conversions, we've done safe dose, we've done tablets, we've done IV stuff. Here's another IV stuff. We've done weight based, we've done microgram per kilogram per minute, and we've done it the same way. That's what I'm saying. Do I do these every Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday and Sundays, unless something happened. What was the answer? I'm watching No Paper. I think it was 2.54. Hey, Crystal Nersey, how you doing? Do you have to memorize all the conversions for NCLEX? I believe so. I don't think they give the conversions on there. They give lab values now, obviously, but conversions, I think you really have to know. I told everybody at school, like, look, just go to TikTok and watch her because she got it. Thank you. Oh, man. You need speed. What do you mean, Layla? I need speed. Okay, 14 years ago. When did you go? When you were 14? No, I wish I was 20. Look, don't do that. You trying to get a free session, ain't it? No, I'm actually 36. So, yeah, I've been a nurse for 14 years. It's crazy, man. Time flew. I actually started this way. I didn't understand desired over half. Yeah. Can you do a reconstitution? I do have a reconstitution, actually. Micrograms per kilogram per minute and weight base have me in a chokehold. They're my favorite. We could do those all night long if you want to. But remember, Sunday night, I said I promised a peds night. Right? Okay, so boom. What are we doing here? We are looking for, we got drug A, 2.5 grams, IV piggyback to infuse over 45 minutes. Drug A is available from the pharmacy as 2.5 grams and 250 mLs of normal saline. What will the nurse at the IV pump, milliliter per hour, to administer the dose of drug A, right? Boom. So, what is this asking me to find? Milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. So, pause. What's the fluff in this question? Because is it asking you for a milligram? Is it asking you for a gram? Is it asking you for a microgram? So what is it asking you for? No. So big word, don't understand. For all intents and purpose, we are looking for volume, and it says to infuse over 45 minutes. So I know I have 250 ml. It is to go over 45 minutes, okay? I need hours at the bottom. So we'll do 60 minutes over 1 hour. My minutes cross out, and now I have milliliter per hour. And stop. No grams, exactly. So what was this? 250 times 60 divided by 45. Do y'all like the calculator trick? 333.3 repeating, right? We don't kill the patient. Oh no. Who killed the patient? The fluff got me. So you see, when you have a goal and you see what you're looking for, use your goal to help you weed out the fluff. You got puzzle pieces, and I'm like, okay, this is the IV pump question. I know I need a certain amount of milliliters to go into my patient, so I need to know how long that is, okay? If your grams equal the grams that the medicine is in, cross it out. Don't need it. We don't use milligrams because it's asking for a liquid. Milligrams isn't a liquid. The calculator trick, Katie, I just thought about Dave Chappelle when he was like, Katie. All right. So what you do is multiply all of your numbers across the top, then hit divide, and then you put in all of your numbers on the bottom, but you put divide in between. So multiply across the top, divide across the bottom, equal sign. And this is milliliter per hour. I think somebody asked me too about rounding earlier. I saw it, but then my mind was like squirrel. So if they don't specify, like your school should give you rounding rules. ATI or HESI should indicate in the problem what they want you to round to. So just see whoever's got the power to flunk or pass you won't. Okay, sometimes I leave these open-ended so we can have the practice. So I can say, okay, if we round to a whole number, what's it going to be? If we round to a tenths, what is going to be? If we round to the hundreds, what is it going to be? You know? So yeah. Say it again. You talk about the calculator trick. So the calculator trick is you multiply all your top values you enter in and you hit multiply, right? And then once you get to that the end of the top line, you hit divide. And you put all of your numbers in on the bottom, but you put divide in between. And then you hit the equal sign one time. One time. Come teach my dosage calc class because I fully understand it with you. Come on, Cheyenne. I'm excited. I can't come and teach you though because I have a bachelor's. I'm not about to go to school for a master's in education and nursing. Not right now. Cannot. Milliliter per hour is always whole number at my school. Okay, Stephanie, do it. Do whatever the people who have the power to flunk or pass you want. You didn't say round, but when I don't, then the answer explanation is rounded. Okay? Do it like they want you to do it. That's all I can say. All right? So they need to give you the masters. Look, nothing is given. Everything is earned. I remember I had this African teacher. She said, nothing is given to you. I was like, yeah, you're right. Nothing is given. All right. Boom. Order 1,200 milliliters, right? To infuse of normal saline to infuse over 8 hours. On hand is IV tubing with a drop factor of 20 drops per milliliter. Calculate the flow rate in drops per minute. So what are we looking for? We want drops per minute. So drops on the top. Raindrop, drop top, whatever the Migos be saying. College of TikTok. Yes. I like, oh, Lord. Okay, I'm sorry. I live out in the country, y'all, and it was like a bug outside my window. I was like, whoa, what is that? Hopefully it ain't in here. I was about to go. Y'all thought we was disconnected. Okay, boom. 1,200 milliliters is my volume, right? And we go over 8 hours. And we have a drop factor of 20 drops per milliliter. So if I'm looking for drops, I'm going to start with drops. So 20 drops per milliliter. That's gone. We've used it. Now I've got milliliter on the bottom. I'll put milliliter at the top. Serena, don't be laughing at me. I'm dead serious. I do not do bugs. Oh, and that's like, I live in like a rural area, but it's close enough to like the city part. I don't know how to explain it. So we got all kind of stuff out here. Hate it, but I like the peace. I don't know. Hours is at the bottom now, right? We've used this one. So we need minutes. So then you just put your conversion. 1 hour is 60 minutes. And you see, doing these, you don't really need a whole bunch of conversions. We've been using 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. You do 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. The 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And that's why I said you only really need a handful of conversions. All right, what's this answer? 20 times 1,200 divided by 8 divided by 60. It's going to be 50 drops per minute. The more you do them, the more it's making sense. You're a great teacher. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not even in nursing school and just couldn't scroll by here. I'm just learning. Okay, well, you can stay here. How often I go live? Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Yep. And then sometimes I'll do a little random little session, but life is life, man. Life is life, and this toddler that, oh my gosh, she took me through the valleys, okay? Oh, the hills and the valleys today. And yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. A nurse is prepared to administer drug B, 20 milligrams per kilogram per day by mouth, divided into equal doses every 8 hours to a patient who weighs 155 pounds. Drug B is available as 125 milligrams per 5 milliliters. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? Okay, so what are we looking for? Milliliter per dose. All right, this is a weight base, so PPP. My patient's weight is 155 pounds. My prescription is 20 milligrams per kilogram per day. Now pay attention, because that's the amount per day, right? What are we looking for? We are looking for dose. So continue on. It says divided into equal doses every 8 hours. So if you do 24 divided by 8, that's going to be 3 doses in a day. So 1 day over 3 doses. Do you see how puzzle pieces go together? These equal each other. They stay together, okay? And then the last part, 125 mgs per 5 milliliters. If I'm looking for milliliters, what do I start with? Start what I'm looking for. Boom. 5 ml over 125 mg. Now we've got milligrams at the bottom. I need milligrams at the top. 20 milligrams per kg per day. Boom, boom. All right, so next we've got kilograms and days. Neither one of those are part of the goal. You see how we started with this and we've already got part of the goal. We just need to get to dose now, right? So we did that one. So now I'll do my weight. I've got 1 kg is equal to 2.2 pounds because my weight is in pounds and I need to convert it. So 155 pounds over 1. And then I've got day, but I need dose. So I'll use this one. 1 day, we give 3 doses. So you see how I gave my answer according to the goal. Yeah. You're welcome, Kaisha. You are amazing because I'm getting it. Come on, Latoya. You're amazing. I need to start watching your video. Yeah, watch them. Please, please watch them. Oh, Stephanie, I didn't see it. What did you want me to show again? I don't know. Okay, I start school in November, but I'll be here every week. Okay, Jazzy, we friends now. Brett. I stay on until I got maybe one or two questions left. I know somebody asked me, could I do heparin? Are Mr. or Mrs. Heparin, are you still here? And if so, speak up. Because if not, I'll go to bed. I never understood the problems that have X is divided into X per doses. How many X per dose per day? Okay. Well, hopefully this makes a little bit more sense to you. Feel confident a little bit starting nursing school Monday. Congratulations, Lisa. I'm excited for your nursing journey. Oh my God. So you can just multiply all the top, then divide the bottom separately. I use parentheses. Nah, look, that's too much stuff. Too many steps, too many mistakes. Make it simple, right? I'm studying for T's. So if you're studying for T's, Jakara Lewis, she's a T's test math prep. I said it right. And it's got a goat on the end. She is on YouTube and on here on TikTok. And she breaks down all of the math stuff too. She just doesn't do the dosage part. So then that's why I come in. I'm back to school, nursing school on Monday. I've done 2 semesters already. We got it, y'all. Come on, Katie. What program you in, lady? And yes, I love the positivity. I'm back to school, certain, but then know that, hey, I got this. I'm not in nursing school yet. College algebra next week, but I love how you teach. Okay, well, we gonna be here in the future too. Thank you so much for the compliments, you guys. Do you have IV med math as well? I've done some in this past session. So if you missed it or didn't see it, then you can go to the replay that'll be on after we get done studying, because it's streaming to my YouTube channel. Oh, blessed RN. I just came on. I would love to learn, but I'd love for you to stay. What are my schedules for those tutoring sessions? They're all over the place right now. Send me a message and we'll figure it out. Ivy Med Math. I think I answered your question. Woo child, I'll be here every session because I need help. Okay. New friends. Gonna check her out. Oh, for Jakara, I start school in 26. Awesome. Congratulations, Tila. BSN program. I take my HESI next week. Okay, let's get it, HESI. Start my last semester of RN school next week, and our first exam is farm and dosage. You got this. Not me just finish studying P's dosage and hop on TikTok to more dosage. You can't get away from it. I think I'm slightly addicted, right? What number was divided to get 3 doses? Okay, so you see how it says that the whole total amount is 20 milligrams per kilogram per day. You can't give it all at once. So it says divided into equal doses every 8 hours. So there are 24 hours in a day, and you're given this every 8 hours. So 24 divided by 8 is going to be 3 doses. Oh man, it kind of moved. Whoa. I'm trying to answer everybody's question. Can you do another one of these problems? I don't know if I got another one. I have to see. Well, I've got some, but I gotta find it. I'm having a hard time with math. I have to pass this next math exam to be able to stay in this semester. Okay, Emily, will come kick it with me. All right, and let's study together. Okay, so boom. Calculator trick. 5 times 20 times 155 divided by 125 divided by 2.2 divided by 3. I got 18.78, right? And it says to round to the nearest whole number. So boom. Stop. Why are you doing that? So if we round to the whole number, we've got to go here. Sorry. I underlined too much. Now I got to erase it. I'm sorry. It's getting late. The time is drawing nigh. Okay. So here. That number right there in the tens place is 5 or more. So you raise the score. Boom. 19. What are we looking for? Milliliters per dose. All right. I will definitely be following. Thank you. Can't wait to tune in and actually learn with you. Yes, Kat. I'm confused. Okay, I have troubles with rounding. I don't know why. It's been a while since I've been in high school. Okay, me too, but we'll go over it real quick, okay? I'm confused with one day. Could you stop at 155 pounds, then divide the answer by 3? You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. You can do that. You can do that. If you're like a math maven like I used to be, that's how I did it. I didn't do all this, all right? Because I thought it was long, drawn out. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, I'm going to figure this out and then boop, 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 boop. So if that's how you want to do it, you can. But you got to be careful because you have to have that part divided by 3. If you don't divide it by 3, that's going to be how much medicine you give for the whole day. I don't like to cut short. I don't like to substitute. I don't like to convert or anything. I take my puzzle pieces and I put it in my equation so I can see everything that I have and know that it's part of that problem and that I'm not changing anything. So if you're comfortable enough to do that, yeah, you can do it. You sure could. It'll be the same thing. But I just like for everything to cross out so that it looks like the puzzle. Okay, where was us? All right, so rounding. All right, so everything to the left of the decimal is your whole number, and then this is the tenths place, and this is the hundredths, right? So usually when you round, so let's say this one says to round to the whole number. That's everything to the left of the decimal. So we want to use the decimal as like a placeholder, right? So if you're rounding to the whole number, you go to the decimal and you go 1 space. If that number is 4 or below, it's a no-go. So that means that everything behind the decimal, because we just want the whole number. So everything else is going to fall off behind, everything else will fall behind it. But since this was 5 or more, you raise the score. So it goes up by 1. Okay. So that's why the answer was 19. Does that make sense? You're such a blessing and so humble. Thank you. God is good. He be blessing me, child. He be blessing me. Do I use proportions? I used to. I could. Okay. It's hot in here. Ooh. Let's look at this one. Pitocin. Did whoever answer my question about heparin? Are they still here? Child, I don't fell asleep with the book open. Pretty brown. Girly. Tomorrow's the day, right? The way you teach is a blessing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just happy to help and pour back into the younger nurses. Yes. All right. Boom. So this is like a maternal question, right? Because that's where you would see Pitocin. You give it to augment labor, right? Right. Yep. So available is 20 units of Pitocin in 1,000 milliliters of lactated ringers. Prescribed is 15 milliunits per minute. How many milliliters per hour does the nurse set as the rate? Okay. So, all right, let me put something in perspective because a lot of people get confused when the unit of measure changes. Okay. So just like you have insulin, right? And heparin, it's measured in units, right? It's not measured in grams or milligrams. But if you have milli in front of a base unit, that indicates that factor of 1,000, right? So if I have 1 unit, 1 milliunit is going to be 1,000, right? So you just simply change the base unit of measure. It's going to be the same thing with the prefix. Does that make sense? MU is milliunits. Exactly. Okay. So just like if you have milli equivalent, right? When you have potassium problems and you're like, what the heck is a milli equivalent? I wrote it out last week and it looked like a G instead of a Q. That was like, it was a meg. I was like, no, we're not doing meg the stallions. Okay. It's milli equivalents, MEQs, not MEGs. So if you have a mill equivalent on the top and a mill equivalent on the bottom, it crosses out, right? It doesn't matter what type of unit you have, as long as the top and the bottom cross out, you're good money. Okay? Don't let that stuff confuse you and intimidate you, because you know things. You know how to set this stuff up. Okay? Boom. So our goal is milliliter per hour, because that's what it asked me, right? So what do I have? I have 20 units in 1,000 mLs. I've got 15 milliunits per minute. So if I'm looking for milliliter, I'm going to start with my milliliters first, and I'm going to put them on the top. So I'm going to flip it. No, I'm old, because when I said flip it, little flip had popped into my head. It's awful. All right. So now I've got units on the bottom. I need units at the top to cross them out, right? I don't have units. I got milliunits. So that means I'm going to need a conversion. So we'll do 1 unit equals 1,000. I'm just going to put MU, because that's a lot to write out. So units crosses out. And now I can put my 15 milliunits per minute on the bottom. Boom. And now I got milliliter at the top and minute at the bottom. So I need one last conversion, with 60 minutes is 1 hour. Minute crosses out. Got milliliter at the top and hour at the bottom. And that's it. $1,000 times 15 times 60. Divide by 20. Divide by 1,000. And 45 milliliters per hour. Did whoever asked for the heparin, did they speak up? Because best believe, if you not here, I'm going to call it a night. Why did you put 20 units with 1,000 milliliters? Hey, lady. Mad Buddha abuser. All right. So it says 20 units in 1,000 milliliters. So in that 1,000 milliliter bag, there are 20 units of Pitocin floating around in it. They go together real bad, so they stay together. Okay. My question is, when in the field, will the pump do this, or will we have to sit there and do a problem, like a conversion? It just depends on the circumstance. Look now, because it looks like everybody's getting hacked. But honestly, it just depends on the setting that you're in. Normally, it does come pre-calculated from pharmacy. But hey, the doctor puts on his pants one leg at a time. The pharmacist puts on his pants one leg at a time too. If you can look at it and you're like, okay, this looks good, this looks good, this looks good. Because at the end of the day, who's giving the medicine? You, boo-boo. So yeah, you want to double check. Especially with something that's critical, okay? But usually it comes as it comes ordered, and you just kind of look at it like, okay, this. You make it. Okay, it took me years to understand this, and you make it so easy. I'm glad, Leslie. I'm so glad. Oh yeah, this is becoming easy. Okay, all right. I like the easy word. Do you? Okay, I'm gonna do this reconstitution because nobody said anything about the heparin. Can we access the worksheets? Yeah, you can go on the website, and you can print them out too, because they're PDF format. Oh, you're a new follower. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me as I support you. You're welcome, Mad Buddha Boozer. I'm a new follower. How often do I do these? Okay, there we go. That's the second part. Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. So 1,000 times 15 times 60 divide 20. Yeah, Esmeralda. Yeah, 20 times 1,000, and then yeah, divide the top by the bottom. Exactly. I didn't know if you were asking me about the calculator trick. Anxiety is now low. I'm feeling a little confident. Hey, come on. Love, power, and a sound mind. We got this. I have a question that I need some help with. Can I drop it in the chat? Sure. She, her. her. There you go. Let me look for this, what you call it, question. What am I looking for? Reconstitution, because nobody said nothing about the heparin, right? And then I'm gonna go to bed. No, I'm not. I still got stuff to do. I want to go to bed though. Here's one. Okay. I'm doing the reconstitution. I always blank out on these exams. No, you can't blank out on puzzles. I like puzzles. I ain't scared of the dosage calc anymore. We got to get over 90%. Yeah, you can do that. That's totally doable. You got that. I do all things through Christ who strengthens me. All right. By the time I take my quiz in the morning, I pray this stays with me. Help me, Lord. Yeah. And I always pray over my lives too. So if you want to stay after we get done studying, you can. If you don't, I will not get offended. I'll just see you on Sunday night, and on YouTube, and on Facebook, and on Instagram. Thank you. Girl, how are you teaching me better than my professor? Stop it. Okay. The physician prescribes drug M, 40 milligrams IM. The vial of powder states. I'm not looking at y'all. Add 8 milliliters of bacteriostatic water for injection to the 500 milligram vial to make a concentration of 125 milligrams per 2 milliliters. How many milliliters equals the ordered dose? This is it, Kazoo. This is what you're looking for? All right. So listen. The secret sauce for reconstitution is to concentrate on the concentration. How much is in the vial? How much bacteriostatic water? How much normal saline? All of that stuff does not matter. You want to concentrate. Now, I know you won't forget it. You're going to hear me in your head during your exam. Concentrate on the concentration of the drug after it's been reconstituted. Concentrate on the concentration. So, what is fluff? Fluff. Concentration of, boom. All right. The goal. Milliliters per dose, right? So we know we have one dose of 40 milligrams that's ordered. We have a concentration of 125 mg per 2 ml. Looking for milliliters, you use this one. 2 milliliters over 125 milligrams. Boom. 40 milligrams is one dose. Milligrams cross out. Milliliter per dose. And that's that. Hey, turn up. 2 times 40 divided by 125. I got 0.64. Okay, let's do a rounding practice. If we wanted to round to the nearest 10th place, what would be our answer? Emily, I'm telling you, it could all be so simple. But you'd rather make it hard. Yes. Lauren said something when she said that, didn't it? Oh my goodness. No matter how I think we go, you always see to. Baby, I'm going to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock my time. I've got to get up and take these people to dialysis. Some people got to go to chemo tomorrow and surgeries and stuff. I can't do more. Get it wrong. I don't concentrate. What? What do you mean? How do we know what was fluff? Okay. So. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Sorry. It went fast. Hold on. Okay. Picking out the fluff. Okay. So remember what I said, right? I said concentrate on the concentration. So what is the ordered dose? What is your desire, right? That's 40 milligrams. All right, so boom, that's what we want. So you've got a vial of powder, because that's all reconstitution is making a powder into a liquid form so that you can give it to the patient either by mouth or IV, or, I mean, I've never seen PR. It comes in a suppository, right? So boom, 8 milliliters is going to be added to your vial. And in that vial, you'll have a total of 500 milligrams. And it's going to give you a concentration that you concentrate on the concentration. Okay? So remember, we're going to concentrate on the concentrate. So this, I wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Boom. This is what you need. This does not matter. Here. When you're in the med room shaking the stuff up, it matters. Okay? This does not matter. Just the concentration of the drug. That's how you spot the fluff on every single reconstitution. Even when it gives you like those labels, how many milligrams per milliliter, how many grams per milliliter, how many milli equivalents per milliliter, how many units per milliliter. You want the little floaty pieces of medicine inside the diluent. So the weight, or the weight, because that's what grams is, or the little floaty medicines per volume. So even if it was like per liter, right? It's still the weight versus the volume. That's what a concentration is. Concentrate on it. I'm about to go to bed. Okay, good night. I get that it asks for milliliters. Okay, it's 11 p.m. I got class at 8. Ooh, up at 6 and out the door by 7. Okay, Cheyenne, I'll see you Sunday night. Pediatrics on Sundays. You're amazing. Thank you for doing these. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it helped. Nearest 10th is 0.6. Yes. Sorry, I can't understand this question, Lisa. How do we know it was reconstitution? Because you had medicine that was a powder. Sorry, you got all this written. So it says the vial of powder states to add water to it. So if that's what reconstitution means, to add a liquid to a powder to make it a liquid. The worksheets is here. Well, the practice quiz, yeah. And you just put in your email and it sends it out to you. I'm a new follower. When are you teaching again? Thank you for the follow. Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. I used to set it up where like you did an event and like sent out, like you sign up for it. Of course it's free. I mean, it's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's free, right? But in I don't know. I kind of got discouraged because like maybe like 1 or 2 people would sign up for the event. So I stopped doing it, but I'll put it on again so that it could give you like notifications. Okay. But if you're not following, you don't get the notification. So hint, hint. Thank you. Somebody said I'll set my alarm for Sunday. Okay. That'll work too. I hope you sleep well tonight on the cold side of the pillow. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, that's the worksheet site. Can we do 2 heparin questions Sunday? Yeah, let me write it down. ¿Dónde está mi lápiz? Here we go. Y'all like good nursing, like writing pens? These right here, top tier. I've got them linked in my Amazon storefront, in my bio, as well as my calculator. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, if you like it, you know, that's where you can find it. Good night, Aaliyah. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll see you Sunday. Have my